Hello everybody, my name is Kenneth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be checking out Felip's album Seven Sins. We're going to be doing this in two parts. Today we're going to be doing Foes, Envy, Wrath, and Greed. And then in the next video, we will be doing Pride, Gluttony featuring Player 2, Lust featuring Syra Gwyneth, Sloth, and Ache. But yeah, today, Foes, Envy, Wrath, and Greed are the first songs we're going to be checking out. I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know what kind of sound we're going to get overall. I don't know if we're going to be dipping our toes into different genres, different moods. I guess my last thing I have to say is pause warning. I do pause. I am autistic, so sometimes I pause in order to help me kind of regulate myself and process my thoughts so that I don't miss anything. If you don't like people who pause, that's absolutely fine. I'm sure there's a reactor for you. But without any further ado, let's get started with this album reaction with Foes. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, okay. I was not expecting the dramatic intro there. Um, I know I'm already pausing. I don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't that. It surprised me. Um, it definitely works with the title. Because it sounds like battle music, like a real like battle orchestra. Okay. It also sounds like the intro of a movie. Or like it sounds like the intro of a movie or like one of those scenes in a movie where like the villain or the really powerful character, it doesn't have to necessarily be a villain, but you know, a really powerful character is introduced. I'm so sorry. I will try and get through this intro. I love it though. Ooh, I like that little pitch shift we're going. Ooh. Just turn it down a little bit. I love this. It almost sounds, and yes, I know I'm already posing. It almost sounds like there's and I don't know if there is, but it almost sounds like there's um a choral element to that guitar, like blended in there. I'm not sure. It might just because it's a higher toned guitar over the lower toned guitar, but oh, I'm excited. Sorry, I'm making sure captions are on. I'm really excited. Holy. I've got chills. I get a lot of those. The way he delivered that line. Oh, it's giving boss energy. It's giving like final boss energy. Oh. I get a lot of those. The swagger in the way he says that too. I like the synth that's now in here. I love the almost like the mumble drunk-esque sounding kind of delivery of this. It really adds to, because one of the lyrics was thinking he'd overdosed or something. I think it was. Oh. I'll be honest, this isn't my usual kind of taste, but I like this. I love this. We went from like a high like Joker-esque kind of sound in his delivery, and then it went like to the depths like demon-esque. I like this. It's giving Devil Angel on shoulder in the kind of the duality of the delivery there. I like the way that this is kind of the chorus slash the hook section. Oh my god.
I'll get a lot of those.
Yeah, I like the way that this is like the center of the song.
I know they offended when I'm on a fall. You crazy, think I'm overdose. Man, listen, like I give a fuck on a lyrical shit.
I don't think I've ever heard Felip sound like this on a song ever. No, okay, I haven't heard every one of his releases, but what I have heard from his solo material, and definitely from what I've heard from, you know, his parts as part of SB19, I've not heard him deliver anything like this.
Listen, like I give a fuck on a lyrical shit.
I love this attitude though. Wait, hang on. Even forcing sorry, I'm trying to pause it before it changes. Even forcing their mama for something they can't even afford. Ooh. Ooh. I love that this is just dunking. And it's almost also saying, like, I can afford this. You know, like, I am able to do all of this. Oh, that laugh. This song really hits you out of the gate. I love how much guitar and heavier guitar sounds are in this. I liked the way that the song is kind of like a fusion between like rock and rap. It's an interesting combination that I never thought I would hear, and I'll be honest, I didn't think I would enjoy. But I'm into it. I like it. Oh wow. That lyric. I didn't. Okay. Okay, we get it, Felip. You are cool. Okay, I just want to say, like, I remember when I first like got into SB19, right? And I remember you guys all saying like, Felip's an introvert, and like I would see like clips of him and stuff like that. What I've seen from Showbreak so far, like he would be like the quiet person or the quieter person, and then he comes out like this. I love it. I love it personally. But the cockiness, I didn't notice I'm now riding a water boat. I'm assuming I'm understanding this right. But that line, oh my god. We've got flexes and then we've got like aerial flexes. Especially in the context of the line before. I love the way he does that with his voice. Okay. I love I love this line purely because obviously a lot of people that get to like the kind of the heights of success that Philippe has gotten to often will kind of do the whole like I'm lucky or nah, nah, nah. Some will kind of like go like oh it's hard work. I like the way that this line is basically saying this was written in like who I was from the beginning. This was how I was made to be. I was always going to be here. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. I would need to hear that again. I love the way there's like an effect on his voice there that almost makes him metallic sounding. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it sounds like the vocal equivalent, and this is a good thing. This is not like a criticism at all. If you like hit the inside of a metal cylinder, or like you're in like a metal tunnel and you hit the wall of that metal tunnel, it's giving that texture on top of his voice. I like that. Again, I'm loving the guitar and the production for this song. Isn't Rockstar an album he released? Or a song he released? Please forgive me if it's not. But that felt very deliberately written like that. Okay. Um, we're gonna talk about this before we go to the next song because holy hell. Holy hell. Um, so this is the kind of the first track. I don't know if he considers this a title track because I know sometimes in albums the first track, even though it's not even though the first track is the first track, sometimes it's not considered that. I would definitely consider this like a title track. It comes at you hard and fast. It doesn't give you any kind of room to breathe. Um, I think for anyone that isn't aware of Philippe, isn't aware of anything that he's done before, both um, in terms of his own solo stuff, as well as his kind of role as part of SB19. Obviously, I haven't my kind of for reference, my kind of experience of Philippe's music so far was Kanako, and Fake Faces, as well as Bulan. Um, I'll be honest, I feel like this is a progression from those. I can see the kind of the musical journey. Obviously before that, those kind of three songs, four songs, however many songs that I said. Apologies for forgetting already. As I said, my brain processing. Um, but beyond those songs, I I'm not aware of his sound before then. Um, but like, and so for those people that aren't aware, it's gonna be like kind of like it hits you and it's like a culture shock kind of thing. It's like, but I think that's intentional. I think it does a very good job at that. Um, and it really cements him. It really cements him in kind of your mind and your memory. Um, and it tells you that like he's serious about this. Like he isn't messing around. He isn't. He's not taking any prisoners with this. He's gonna come to in terms of this album. He's gonna come to you with this album. He's gonna say what he's gonna say, and that's that. Um, that was a really strong song to open with. I really liked it. We're gonna head off and go into Envy next. But yeah, amazing strong start. Amazing strong start. I preemptively, because of the first song, I preemptively turned this down. Um, this is Envy. Looks like we're keeping kind of the same visualizer theme, but maybe a different angle, maybe. Um, let's get into it. Ooh, it was a dark and stormy night. Sorry, I had to. I just realized, is that being stabbed? Ooh, sorry. Ignore that thought. I like the way the synth sound that we've got. It has a kind of effect to it, a manipulation to it, um, that kind of gives it that like fizzle sound texture to it, which is really clever as a follow-up to that kind of storm intro that we have. Oh, he said, "Oh shit," and then it kind of did like, oh, I don't even know how to word that. It went like, it was like a slurring of his voice, I guess, but like it sounded otherworldly. Um, oh. There's like a pitch shift to it as well. Okay. Okay, this is the vocal texture that I'm used to from Felip. Okay. Okay, also sidebar. If you'd have told me 10 years ago I would have listened to a song like this, I'd have laughed you out of the room. This song, and even the last song, I'd have laughed you out of the room. Because I was not into this sort of music 10 years ago. I was that really kind of like, I like ballads, I like slow songs, I like, you know. It's amazing what like 10 years can do to your music taste. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Okay. I like the rhythm. Ooh. Hello? I wasn't ready. Like, even though I know Philippe's voice goes deep. Oh, that hurt actually. Ow. That wasn't even like half as low as his voice. But like, even though I know like his voice goes deep, I wasn't expecting it. I'm loving that we're still kind of following the flex train, shall we say, of the first song. I'm scared. It is too much for my brain, but in a good way. I love that he's so high up. He's so above everyone. He's so cool that he's deprived of oxygen up there. Oh, okay. I love that call out. Okay. I feel far too cool listening to this song. I just want to say that I'm not cool in the slightest, but this song makes me feel cool. Again, as I said before, this the introverted Felip Ken that I know of and that I've seen before. I don't see him here. He's completely changed. And I love the way that he can just switch up like this. I love that. I love the way the notes stretched out into this like drone. Ooh. And then they like played with the pitch there a little bit at the end. Oh, it's already almost over? I could have listened to this for another 2 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. But you know what they say, short and sweet. Oh, and then we're coming back in with the storm. I love the way that this starts and ends with the storm is almost like that. I guess representation of his power, because as he kind of says in the song, he's high, up above us all. You know, he's in the clouds. And I love the way that he perfectly encapsulates it's the kind of perfect response to people who are envious of him, like when he calls out the media and like everything like that. Ah, I don't really have much else to say on this one, just because I felt like I said it as we were going through. I really like this. So far, Foes and Envy have both been really strong songs, and really, it's really nice um to see them kind of follow one another up like that. You know, go from one to the other. Um, I'm glad I'm glad I had enough spoons today to record this. I was scared that I was scared that I'd not have the kind of the physical energy to go through this react not saying anything bad about Philippe or his music. I'm saying just in terms of like myself. Um because obviously like sitting here I was like, oh, am I gonna like um am I gonna have much to say? Am I gonna, you know, that kind of thing. Um, these two songs have just energized me. I had actually, I said on YouTube, the community page, I said I had like 4 hours of sleep. It actually turned out to be two. But this has completely like woken me up. This is my caffeine today. This has really hyped me up. This has really energized me. Um, so thank you, Philip, for that. I love I love his flow in this song. Um, we're gonna get on to Wrath next. I'm really enjoying this. Oh, I didn't preemptively turn it down. I need to preemptively turn it down. This synth is dirty. I love it. Okay. Shut the front door. Shut the front door. Shut the front door. Go down the street. Turn left. Turn right. Come back around. Shut the front door again. And YouTube's doing that bug again. I hate that when that bug happens. Sorry. We're starting again. He really coming. He really coming at us. I like this drum pattern too. Oh! Okay. Ooh. Got so much trip, please call the plumber. Oh, I like this little synth riff going on. Ooh. This is not what I expected from a song called Wrath. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need a moment. I need a moment, y'all. I don't even know where to begin talking about this song. One, it sounds fucking phenomenal. I'm gonna swear. I don't care. But like it sounds amazing. Lyrically, I'm loving the confidence in his lyricism. Um, and it really I like the way he's again the way he's playing with metaphors. Like he refers to to his drift and says like, oh, please get a plumber. And then the line about being a hummingbird, um and there's the aftershock. This is such a confident, like, yes, if I'm probably I'm 90% sure I'm interpreting this part right. He's he's comparing his sex appeal and his sex drive and kind of his sexuality here as a wrath. It's like it's that powerful. Um and I would have never thought of that. Like if you told me like he has a song called Wrath, I'd be like, oh, he's angry at someone. Oh, he's and there is an element of maybe discontent with the pick me type of people. He mentioned those in the lyrics. Um, but I'd never like just on like the first glance of a title like this, I'd never think that he'd be talking about his kind of his sexuality and sex appeal. Um, I love it though. Again, all I can see in my head is the transformation from Ken with a hoodie on to Felip. Like just in my head, it's like the Clark Kent Superman kind of thing, but darker and grittier. Especially with that deep voice, dark and gritty. Oof. Oh. I love the way that like his sorry, I know I'm pausing kind of in the same place. I like the way that his rhythm plays off of the like his flow. I'm saying this. I'm not an expert in rap by any means, but I like the way that his flow bounces against the and responds almost with the it's like a game of tennis or that game with the that really old game with the ball but like the song's like being bounced between his flow and this accompaniment and it's so energetic and yeah I can feel the wrath but again it's not what I think a wrath would sound like. It's quietly confident but not quietly confident at all, whereas a wrath would be angry. I actually no actually scratch what I just said. Wraths are angry and aggressive and there's an aggressiveness to this. Okay, yeah. Again, this these riffs on the synths, these motifs even, maybe. Ooh, okay. He really saying you too stupid to understand what I'm saying? Okay, I love this. No, this is genius. This is this is amazing. No, this is amazing. Props to him for being able to say that. Oh, the lyricism of this song. The call outs. Yeah, no one is safe from, what, scratch everything I've said, pretty much. This is a wrath. He's on the warpath in the best way. Do not get caught up in his way. Because he will you out the way with this song. I like the way that line is delivered as well. I think, and I know I'm paused him midline there. I think the delivery, the way he delivers this, really, his vocal tone is as dirty as the synth, and I mean that in the best way. Like, this is a song where, like, in my, in my head, I just imagined like a la di da, like early, like a high pitched kind of squeaky voice. Like, it wouldn't work. Do you know what I mean? You need to be in the depths. I can't do the depths. I can't. But you know, you need that gravitas. And Philippe really has it. Um, and again, kind of with the last two songs, especially the last song, with that storm, I really feel the storm in this song.
You know I'm zoned, today you the hottest in the scene, but I'm colder. Yeah, with the gang going that I can rover.
I like that guitar.
I'm a better. I'm the
I love how extensively he uses guitar in his music,
but you know so.
electric guitar specifically. Okay. Okay, this is cool. I also look. I think the kind of the statues have changed a little bit. Looks like there's fragments between them now. Or maybe I just wasn't observant, but it looks like the kind of the breaking, the breaking of fragments. I like the way that we went from all that to this. Oh yeah, I love that. I I fucking love that. I'm just checking the production credits this time. For the first three songs, Luke April and obviously Philippe. Um, fucking great job. I'm probably sworn most in in this video than I probably have in the last five. Um, but holy hell. Holy hell. Holy hell. I'm loving also, I'm just seeing Justin's comments on the first two songs. And this one. um, oh my god. He fuck it up. King. King shit. Right there. Is that how you use that? I feel so uncool. I'm listening to all of these songs and like they're so aggressively cool. Oh, this is I I I don't think I can rank these the first three songs because they're that good. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't say like this is one and this is three out of the three songs because it's like all of them were great. I'm 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 fine. I'm fine. Okay. We are at the last song that we're going to do for this part. This is Greed. I've preemptively turned it down. Preemptively. I'm ready to be attacked, for sure. I'm sure he will not come to play. Also, I'm loving these titles, by the way. I'm scared to press play. Let's go. Huh? What? What? I'm laughing because... What? 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 I got whiplash. I expected like another like hard hitting like coming at you song. And now we just hear do 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 do. What? What? Okay. Let's go. I'm loving the tone on this guitar though. Okay, vocals. Okay.
So I made you my everything.
Shut the fuck up. What? Again, we've got this duality to Philippe. Oh, I need a moment, you guys. I'm still on the hardcore aggressive wrath train. And then he's like, okay, now we're slowing it down. I'm bringing you intimate vocals. He sounds amazing, by the way.
It's how I made you my everything, even when you chose to.
Oh.
It's how I put you first again,
Mm.
even when greed is all.
Ooh.
Made me believe it.
Okay, I love this.
It's going to be okay.
I love. Hello, I'm pausing. I'm speaking. um, I love, and it's just a minor thing. I love the reverb on his voice. It gives so much kind of space and weight to what he's singing about. Like, I put you first in spite of everything. I loved you in spite of everything. But, you know, you had to go after, you know, the next big thing because, you know, you saw dollar signs or you saw, you know, a shiny thing, you know. And it really kind of gives you that loneliness. I guess watching that person kind of going and doing these almost like self-centered things.
Believe everything's going to be okay. For years I've been waiting. Have faith in breath saving.
Ooh.
Love for you.
When the piano in the background.
For you. You make me believe.
I can feel it.
Still meant nothing for you. My love for you. My love for you. You make me believe it. Still meant nothing for you.
I think what I love most about the repetitiveness of this part of the lyrics here, the repetition in this lyrics here, repetitive sounds bad, I don't mean bad, but the repetition here is it's almost like we're in his head, and it's that kind of constant rumination you have. I love the word rumination. I'm probably not even using it right here, but shh. But it's that constant, you know, internal monologue that you have when something like this happens. And I'm not saying that not necessarily he's not. I'm not saying he's not saying this to this person, but it feels very almost like what you want to say to this person. You know, if he isn't saying it to this person, and there's a hopelessness in it. You know, still meant nothing for you. You know, it's it's cyclical almost in the hopes that this person will break out of this greedy, self-centered routine that they've almost got themselves into. You know, he talks about it being years. I love the way he's approaching this song. Okay, that's... Oh! That tickles my brain just nice. I love when textures do that. You know, musical textures do that.
Still I made him everything. Cause I was kicking at an open door.
Ooh.
Saying how the lights we both.
Kicking at an open door. That gives me almost like this person would... maybe there's an awareness that this person would just leave for the next shiny thing or the next dollar sign or whatever. I keep saying dollar sign, but next pile of gold. You know, next opportunity maybe.
An open door. Shoot him saying how the lights we both know you've been lying to me. So I keep killing myself. How to get mad at waters flowing. Natural disasters left me broken. I try to fix the pieces on my heart, but you keep tearing.
the way he sounds when he's delivering these lines. We went from like soulful vocalist, and don't get me wrong, he still sounds great. We went from soulful vocalist to you can hear the pain. In my head, I can almost see him at the mic crying. I can almost see him acting out these emotions as he's, and I say acting out, feeling these emotions um, as he's saying it. And this idea of he kept killing himself, that idea of kept putting himself first in the kept putting himself forward. Not sorry, I was confusing my lines there. Putting himself forward, trying to make this person happy, when they're trying to put themselves first, in spite of him and in spite of their relationship. I wasn't expecting this change up after the first three songs, and I wasn't expecting it to hit me in this way. Like all of the songs so far have hit me, but they've hit me in different ways. To this, this is heavy.
How to get mad at waters flowing. Natural disasters left me broken. I try to fix the pieces on my heart, but you keep tearing it apart.
I love the way here he is comparing himself to land in a place after a after a natural disaster. He's been treated by this person like land after a hurricane or after a typhoon or a flood or tsunami or whatever. And when you think of the level of destruction that that a natural disaster um has on that land and on that on that place, putting himself into that place, ascribing that metaphor to himself after as well after him just talking about like him effectively like killing himself to in this situation. I the imagery, I'm just imagining like, because I'm imagining both the natural um disaster kind of aspect, broken houses, flooded streets, and I'm just imagining Philippe, and I'm really sad that this doesn't have a music video. At least I don't think it does. I didn't see one. Because I just imagine when he's talking here and when he's singing here about, I see him, and they could easily like take like shrapnel and like broken pieces of like a house or something, and they could have, I in my head I visualize him like physically like trying to pull them out, and then you could almost have like a soundstage or something where he's trying to kind of get out of the situation, but like here where like the lyric is keep tearing it apart, where he's kind of still trying to do, trying to pull out the bits of shrapnel and stuff like that. But at the same time, the water's still coming in. Again, I'm imagining a soundstage kind of where this could be happening, like in a controlled way. And almost like you could imagine like him almost close to drowning. I think that would like be a really good, if there was a music video for this, I think that would be a really good visual way of expressing that. Because that's what I see when he's talking about this. Um, Obviously, in my head, I'm seeing it more in a literal sense rather than a music video sense, but I'm contextualizing it in that way. Um, I'm the way I feel about this song, I really wasn't expecting.
And I keep blaming you. In the end, I guess I am a fool.
I love this admission here because he's talking about this person being greedy and as I said, going on to the next shiny thing, the next big thing, the next whatever. But I like this admission here, and I know I'm already pausing, because he's been talking about it all throughout this song. He's been, you know, when he refers to himself of like he's been killing himself, he's been killing himself trying to change this person. And so this admission here that he was a fool to believe it, it's that thing, and I think it happens a lot more than maybe we would like it to happen. But when you're in this kind of relationship where it's almost like that, I'll give it one more day, I'll give it one more chance, I'll push through, expecting a different outcome, but because that other person isn't changing, it doesn't matter what you do. You could, even if you became the richest person, in the world, this person will then find the person that's then richer than you. Someone else will become richer than you, and they'll go, "Ooh, shiny," and then there's no winning this, and so it's heartbreaking, but it's nice to see him being, and I say nice, I don't mean it's nice that the situation that he's in this song, but it's nice that he's able to really reflect on that and see that.
Won't you believe it?
Okay,
Believe everything
okay.
will be okay. That
Oh, that.
these years were worth waiting
Oh, and that's what I mean.
and worth saving.
Oh, I love the way that both this verse, I'm gonna call it a verse, and the last kind of verse flowed into this my love for you line so smoothly. And I love particularly in this verse, the way that obviously we've had this metaphor of natural disasters and, kind of being wrecked and ruined and destroyed. And when you take that metaphor and you put it to it wasn't worth saving my love for you, you think of like all of the kind of, because in real life, in those situations, it is worth saving all those people. You go in and humanitarian aid and stuff like that. And you go in and you save as many people as you can. That's the goal, and it is worth it. Even if you save 10 people out of 100, it's worth it for those 10 people. But then bringing it back to this song, you contextualize it in what, no matter what you do, it's not going to help, it's not going to change anything. And that flip, um it's really heartbreaking again when you think about it in that way of what the metaphor represents. Because as I said, in the very real case of saving all those people, the kind of the humanitarian thing, it is worth it. Saving one person, 10 people, out of 100, out of 1,000, whatever it is worth saving those people. And yet, but yet in this situation, to turn that on its head, it's heartbreaking because it's that realization that it's not worth it. And obviously that huge contrast between the real life situation and this situation is so harrowing because, as I said, you want to in the humanitarian situation, you want to save as many people as you can. Um, but you can't in this situation. You can't, because you're just going to keep being battered by the storm. You're going to keep going against the tide. You're going to keep fighting for something that is going to keep hurting you. Oh, I love, oh, the background vocals. Oh. I love that the way, sorry, I love the way that the background vocals are panned, and it almost sounds like they're going like in these different directions. Um and it's really adding like so his voice is already very emotional, but it's adding an element of frustration and tension to the song because you can feel this conflict that he has. um and he's aware of this relationship not being saved, but obviously you can't change your feelings overnight, you can't change your feelings straight away. um and so I think this kind of contrast between the main vocal line and these background panned vocals, it really does a really harrowing job, but good job of really kind of hitting home this inner conflict, this inner turmoil that he's dealing with, as he's trying to resolve the situation for himself, um, and ultimately, in my opinion, get out of the situation. There's also a double meaning. Sorry, I just had this thought. There's also a double meaning with the title because there's, he's talking about this other person's greed. And yes, there's that element of going for whatever is the shiniest thing in the box, ooh, you know. But there's also an element of greed in himself because as he's having this kind of conflict within himself, he's his feeling of greed is this idea of I can have it all. I can have this person. There's that element, and I don't know if it classes as greed, but it feels like that of I can be the one to overcome this, um, this kind of challenge that I'm being faced with, and I can weather the storm. Um, and I think that obviously this song throughout this is challenging that and saying no, you can't. Stop being greedy. Stop, almost saying to himself, you've savor what time you've had with this person, this relationship, but get out because it isn't going. You're not going to be able to solve this. And like he's saying, he's wasted all this time, giving this person all this love and attention, and it feels like there's that double meaning there. I'm sorry for pausing again so quickly. I just had that quick thought and I was like, quick, get it out before before.
You make me believe it, still meant nothing.
Ooh, I'm loving the ad libs. I'm loving this album so far. Ooh, I love the way at the end there, his kind of riffing, and his ad libs. To me, they felt like sobbing, and then it's that the way it cuts off at the end, it just stops dead, like no sound after the fact, apart from like it sounded like an ambient kind of sound effect at the end there, like of an environment or something. But up until that point, it feels like he's sobbing, and then it's almost like when it cuts off, it's like that's him kind of slapping himself across the face, like get out of there, snap out of it. I wasn't ready for this album. Um, I will be really honest. I didn't know what we were gonna get. Um, Again, as I've said about the previous three songs, ranking these, rating these, anything like that, I can't do. I really cannot do. Because if I were to do it, it would be unfair. There's no criteria in my head which I can ascribe and put towards these four songs where I can say this one's better than this and this one's worse than that, because there's nothing like that in this. Objectively, and I know I'm going to say this, and this is going to sound like a subjective thing. Objectively, I love these songs so much so far that I cannot find, and obviously that's a subjective thing, but the reason that I love them is I cannot find a musical fault in them. I cannot I cannot pick these apart and say this part of this is bad. I can't do it. I can't. There is nothing I can tear apart with this. Lyricism of all four of these songs, impeccable. The way he uses rhythm, the way he uses melody, both in kind of his rap sections with the kind of the playing with pitches, and a kind of extreme differences, different ways. Um, Everything in here makes sense, and there's nothing, literally nothing, nada, zilch. There's nothing that I have disliked. In any of these songs so far. Um, I'm probably not going to react to to kind of make my second part to this right now, just because I am aware in myself that kind of my physical energy levels separate to the reaction are kind of dipping a little, and I don't after these four songs. While as I said, the first three songs kind of give me that caffeine almost in musical form. Um, I'm feeling like I'm kind of starting to wane a little bit. And so I don't want to go into these next five songs because there's nine, isn't there? These next five songs right now, when I can't give them the same attention that I've given these, I don't think that would be fair. I don't think it would be fair to you watching. I don't think it would be fair to Philippe in terms of, I'm not saying this like he's going to watch this, but I don't think this would be fair to Philippe in terms of like the hard work that he's put into this, and that um, was Luke April, um, and Sarah Gwyneth for this song. And they composed it together. But that they put into to these songs. Um, I don't think it would be fair. Um, So I'm going to leave this reaction here. Please let me know your guys' thoughts, as I'm sure you will. I will try to react to the second part before I put up the first part, if that makes sense, so that they can still go up close together. Um, but yeah, as I said, I don't think it's fair from an artistic appreciation perspective. When I can tell that my energy levels are kind of starting to dip. And again, this is a me thing. This isn't a reaction related thing. I don't think it would be fair to go into the second part and be like, I'm going to, because I can't promise that I can't give promise that I can give it the same appreciation. So hopefully when you guys see this and see part two, you'll be able to see that I'm giving all of these amazing songs, and they have been amazing so far. Um, the just desserts, the kind of the flowers, the appreciation that they deserve. So thank you so much for watching. Again, as I said, please leave any comments in the comments below. I nearly said it in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Um, and yeah, thank you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.